Hi, I'm Real Genetic Demon, and this is Tower of Babel, Survivor of Chaos. Okay, so whether you're new or old sort of subscribe to the channel, this is one of my favourite styles of games. They really have come to a sort of I guess are we in the peak stage of Survivors games, but either way, this is where we're at. I like it. I like these kind of games. They're Survivors, and they have each one has their own particular quirk. Some are better than others. Some are sort of subpar. Some are just very generic. This one kind of reminiscent of, and I'm just going to play it here now, reminiscent of Diablo in its styling of the levels. I kind of like the cartoon graphics. We have our that's me, little wizard in the middle of the screen. So you've got the usual sort of things, because this is where I'm saying Diablo. There's a man here who identifies things. So this is nothing to identify. I don't know what this does yet because I haven't unlocked it. I've been playing it for about an hour and a half now, and I kind of really wanted to show you. There's a beggar here. If you give him lots of gold coins, he likes that. You've got a magician here. I'm not sure what he sells, but I'm assuming it's magical. You've got a stash that you share between all the characters, which are these guys here. You unlock them by doing different floors. So, for instance, the next one is there, the brawler. I need to clear floor 3. I've done a few with the warrior over here. I quite like the wizard though. Then you've got your achievements. What you've locked so far. You've got a blacksmith over here. I don't know what his name is. Can't remember. Just blacksmith, that's exactly it. And he allows you to upgrade your equipment, which is here, so you can pop it into there, and you can enhance it. I haven't got any gold to enhance it with, but you can enhance that one 3 times because it's a rarish item. Then you've got the good old usual thing, the shopkeeper, so you can do your lost and founds and rebuy equipment that you've sold when you found it during the game. The main premise, and of course an upgrade of various skills. And lots of them, tons and tons of skills. Look at them all. So you can upgrade your wizard basically to I guess to level 20, which would kind of stand to reason because I think the original Diablo only went up to level 20. So, I'm going to go with the wizard because he's there. And we might go with the warrior in a minute after we've done it. So, this is the Tower of Babel. They all seem to have little stories about why they're doing it. The warrior seems to be doing on a rescue mission of some sort. The wizard is here for glory and money. So we're going to get into the lift, and I'm going to go for floor 3. And there's a boss, obviously, on the next floor above. And it's a 15-minute time limit. Of course it is. If you can see, it says items to levels to acquire here is 2 to 4, and the resistance of the items. Actually, before I go, I want to show you one more thing. If I bring up the menu option, obviously you've got over here, you actually have items that you can then put on. So for instance, I got a legendary item just on the last run I did, which gives me spinning blades, fly in straight lines, and does more critical damage. So yeah, you've got things like that, rings and other things. There are obviously runes and other bits and pieces that I haven't quite got to, but yeah, that's what you're after. You're after loot. Now that's always a good tie, because that's what the Diablo games are about. It's not necessarily about playing the main storyline, it's by passing that and going to the adventure mode and going for loot. So you'll see in the bottom left-hand corner when this loads, there's the basic attack and auto-aim. I've got auto-aim turned on because, well, I'm lazy. So it's auto-aiming, but I can do my special attack, which is this, and freezes them. So if you look at the bottom of the screen, though, as well, as we start playing this, I'm going to get rid of all these because I'd rather have something more useful. Like more projectile counts or health. Projectile counts, I think, is the way to go. Resurrection gives you an extra life, basically. So let's do that. Collect the old gems, powers it all up. Collect the money to get things. There's something that's just dropped. Oh, God. Should have done that. But if you look at the bottom of the screen, you've got your life as a red little circle. Where have I seen that before? You've got your mana as a blue circle there. Where have I seen that before? And the styling is very Diablo-esque, isn't it? I mean, we know where it's come from. It's not come from anywhere, but clever in that sense. So right, okay, I want to get rid of these again. It's not helping me out here. Magic hammer hurls a hammer through them. Yes, we'll do that. We'll also bless it so it appears more frequently. Let's give that one a go. So we've got magic hammers that fly through them now. That's what we want. We want some more projectiles over and above the standard one. What else have we got here? Health regeneration. Let's take that one now. because we will need that later on as the game goes through. At the top of the screen you've got your time limit, which says 14 minutes as counting down as we go. The level of the character as it stands within the game, which is level 4. Oh, well, leveling up. I really like these, and I'm going to bless some of these as well. I am going to bless the daggers because they're really good. I'm also going to bless the ice spikes because they're also very good, and the chain lightning. I know that's madness, but I'm going to go with it. Now I have to choose one of these. I think I'm going to choose the ice shards because they basically freeze these guys and hold them in position, or makes them go slower, should I say. So that's always handy to back them off. It also fires an awful lot of them if you look. Loads of them going everywhere. Right, okay. More projectile count. Yes, please. I've run out of other things. So down here we've also got identify, by the way, so we can identify an item that we're carrying, and we can ban things that we don't want to see very often. I'm not going to worry about that. I'm going to go with projectile count. So we've got more of those. You get little mini-bosses as you go through the levels. But as I say, this is a particularly hefty sort of weapon, the basic one. This is the splitting blade. This is the one I want to upgrade a lot. So it's going to do more damage because I've got that special belt. So they're spinning blades going across the level, so you can see them spinning around all of a sudden. I do like the graphics. I think they're really nice. I think somebody went to a great deal of effort. They look really... I'm not sure that... I'm hoping they're not AI. I don't think they are, but they are really nice. Nowadays it's very hard to tell with certain things. I just like the sort of cartoon style. I've certainly seen that in quite a few games. And I do like indie games. Indie games they're definitely my jam. So we're going quite nicely so far. Let's go with more XP from these things so we can get our character maxed out quicker. That's those spinning blades going across the level, doing 70% chance for critical damage, which is really good. It's actually keeping the floor quite clear at this moment in time. I'm sure I heard something drop there. I think it was... It sounds, by the way, are very much there from a certain Diablo game. Let's get some more magic hammers. Sort of good crowd control, that. Look at the bats, the vampire bats. Very nice. There we go. Something dropping. There we go. Oh, look at these guys. Oh, critical hit chance. Oh, 7%. Let's do it. Yeah, they're going to try and jam me in now. You can break barrels and things like that. If I've got one complaint about the game, as I don't feel there's enough breakables in the game, but you don't really need them. But you can walk through everything as well. I'm going to show you in a second, because these aren't really solid. Yeah, so it's just a floor that you're walking around. So you walk. The assumption, I guess, is that you're walking around the. I quite like the idea of that one, flying where Phoenix that flies and birds everybody. But no, we're going to go with ice shards because I like that one. But yeah, you kind of walk through it all. So I don't know whether I really want things to be in the way. I don't think I do. Curse. I think we'll go with curse here. So we curse certain numbers of enemies. I assume that reduces their armor and their damage. Purge. Whirlwind steals life from enemies. Yes, please. Let's get that as well. We might as well. Got a lot of firepower going on. We seem to be smashing the level. The thing about this is that after I'd unlocked the wizard by finishing floor 2 as the warrior, it was quite difficult initially to get the warrior up high enough and find enough items to do that. I was able to transfer those. I'm going to go with the spinning blade. It was quite easy to transfer certain items over because the warrior picked up items for a wizard, or some generic items, because some items are generic, like gloves and other things, or certain gloves are. So I was able to put those in the trunk, and floor 1 for the wizard was really, really easy because he was already quite well powered in the whole game. Let's get more range, because I've run out of re-rolls. More range for a primary weapon. There we go. I'm getting plenty of health here. Not having to worry. Oh, found a belt. That's just a stand. Oh, look at this. We found some good ones. And I can see a mini boss there. So let's have a little look at this fella. So there you see him with his firing stuff. It actually gets quite hard when they start firing stuff, because that actually is quite annoying, if that makes sense. That's quite an annoying sort of part of the game, especially when they start firing all over. But let's give him some of that. We'll try and take him out and see what he's got, because he may have some good stuff on his personage. He sort of explodes with spikes, by the way, when he gets burst. He's like some kind of bursting demon. It's kind of cool. There we go. Ooh, look, cool stuff. Cool stuffage. Oh, look at these guys coming in now. Sanctuary. This is quite good. It creates a block around you that blocks the enemies and knocks them back. So we'll go with that, because I quite like things that keep the enemy at bay. Anything that gives distance on the whole thing is a good thing. Let's go with multiple shards from the sky, a nice globe, or faster XP. You know, I blessed those things and they aren't turning up. It's a bit of a shame. Let's go with this one because it sounds cool. Heaven's Judgment. Dropping shards from the sky. There's a guy there. Look, he's unhappy. One thing I did find earlier in the game, which is quite an interesting thing, is that there was a bat flying across the screen and it got caught on one of the creatures and it pushed it backwards off the level. I actually had to trace down the boss, or the mini boss that was there to get what I wanted, which was kind of weird. I had to chase it down, kill the bat, and then I could do it. Oh, here we go. I'm gonna get lots of stuff here. More ice spikes, please. Here we go. More spinning blades, please. More projectiles, please. More. Find magical items, yes, please. Want that. The magnet, of course, bringing everything in. If you're new to Survivors games, that's kind of a common theme. It's either collecting gems or something similar to level your character up at the bottom of the screen, the centre of the screen. Then you've got some kind of monetary fund, a monetary sort of thing of some sort, which is basically your I like the way they start jogging at you when doing it. They're sort of executioners there, but you've got some kind of monetary element to the game so that you can buy elements, and I quite like this one because you've got these he fires stuff. I quite like this one because of the fact that those are not nice. I quite like this one because it's sort of you can choose your clothing. You can basically go to battle, to war with it. I'm going to assume that there's really high level legendary stuff later that kind of makes your character really cool. I'm going to risk my life and get some good stuff there. Regeneration, spinning blades. Let's go with more health restore because I've just lost some there. Let's get these things. Collect up as many items as I can. There we go. Another one up. Let's get some more ice spikes because I do like those ice spikes. They are pretty cool. When I first started playing the game, I would say it was probably harder than this. It took a lot. It took me a couple of runs. I mean, and as I say, it's been a couple hours worth of play, an hour and a half, 2 hours worth of play. It took a little while to initially get yourself the initial equipment to sort of make it a little slightly easier for these runs. So I mean, as you can see, the 8 minutes there at the top of the screen, it's coming along. Right, okay, critical hit damage. And no more hammers, please. You could never have enough hammers. I'm just hammering it home. Sorry, I will leave. Yeah, it initially that was the factor was there was a little bit of an initial learning curve. When I usually pick up these things, the first levels are usually very easy. This one I wouldn't say was so easy as it went along, but definitely, it's definitely good fun. Definitely good fun. Yeah, I like it. I like the graphics as well. To be fair, I've been following this for a while. I think it was advertised to me on Facebook, so I kind of picked it up. Right, this is where they start firing stuff, and I don't like it when they start firing stuff because it's not so nice for us. Let's get more spinning blades. Can't have enough spinning blades, especially as they do lots of damage from my point of view. They're actually doing very good crowd control off screen as well, which is great. Keeps it all under control. So I feel like I can push against the enemy here rather than actually be pushed back by it, which is often what happens with a lot of games. But if you like these kind of things, there's all kinds of Survivor games on my channel, from the Asgard survivors, which is the Viking survivor. We've got Asgard. Is Asgard Fallen? I think it was. Then we've got yet another zombie survivor. That's actually really good. Definitely recommend that one. Lovely level of detail, lots of characters, plenty of power, sort of collections and of things as you go along. Oh, I like that. I do like that. I do like this game. It's as I say, these games grab me, and I do end up playing hours and hours and hours. Those two games I just mentioned previously, I've played for hours and hours and hours. There are so many of these out here, but there are a lot of them are very, very good. So if you want to see more, just like, subscribe, and all that rubbish, and it'll appear on your feed to see what's going on. Well, let's drop more gold. Oh no, more. No, I've not been using the special attack. Let's use the gold. Not been using the special attack enough because I'm not really getting into trouble yet. So let's hit it now. There we go. See how many that ice stuff just went through that, just powered through it all. You can have some of that. No, you can have some of that as well. Mana slowly recovers by itself, by the way, but there are abilities for it. It makes a funny noise when you haven't got enough mana. There we go, have some of that. You have some of that. You have some of that. Oh goodness. Right, okay. Ooh. I want them boots. I'm circling for them. I've got them. Did I kill that guy? I don't know if I killed him or not. Let's go with more sanctuary. So we've got more of this defense thing. I can't push against them as easily as I was before. So they're starting to get stronger now. Last sort of 6 minutes of the run, I find that the very last sort of 30 seconds are absolute chaos. The computer throws everything at you, or the game throws everything at you in those last few seconds. Let's improve my basic attack. Come on, because we've been throwing those fireballs out of my character for ages now, and we've not really been upgrading them. But you can upgrade all of these things at that sort of shrine within the initial sort of area where you bottom of the Tower of Babel. It's good. The sound's good as well because, as I say, they're very much like Diablo. But that doesn't matter. That's a good thing. That's a lovely sort of sign for the game. I like it when you start getting really powered up though, because it looks really good. It's sort of, there's something about being sort of all powerful in these games that's really awesome. And let's get more spinning blades. Well, we've got loads of them already. They're doing massive amounts of damage. I do like the sound of the skeletons dying as well. I think they're really cool. Oh, last under 5 minutes of game. Of course, it does pauses while you're in the sort of choosing what you're going to do next section. There we go. Oh, there's something there. It's only a basic one because I can tell why it's grey. So it's grey. It seems to be grey. Blue is magic, so there's something slightly different there about. Yellow is rare. So the colours are not the usual colours, not the Diablo-esque colours. Well, that doesn't matter. But grey is just common, so I will get them for the sake of it as we're playing. Let's get some. Oh, let's get the radius here and pick more stuff up as we go. Get more items, more. Greed is good in these games. Greed is very good. 3 minutes and 50. Yeah, under 4 minutes now. 51. I always get a bit sort of. I always kind of start watching what's happening towards the end as well. It's all the time, and you go, "Oh, I'm almost there. I'm almost finished this floor." And the next one, of course, is a boss floor. It's not a massively expensive game, I'd say, but it hits, for me, it hits a spot. And I mean, to be fair, with most of these games, if you played for an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours, you've definitely had your money's worth for the most part. Definitely had your money's worth, right? 21% extra critical hit damage. Bless, please. More critical hits, please. We need even more. Get those critical hits going. I love numbers floating over their heads. I don't know what about you, but I love the stats. When you see the stats happening, it's amazing. Yeah, here we go. Bats coming in now. A little bit of stat going on. I'm gonna hit the button there. Yeah, I like it. I like it when they grab me. I think that's a good thing. Powering through. We're into 3 minutes now until we finish the floor. Let's do more critical hit damage. Let's do that as we're at it. We might as well do more damage as we're doing more critical hits. So a bat, a crazy bat, a boss bat. We'll freeze him. We'll freeze him again. Freeze him again. Oh, good stuff. I heard something go gloom there. Once we finish this floor, what we'll do is I'll show you what's involved in it in the. Oh, even more. Love it. Let's go with more critical hits. Nearly under 2 minutes. But I will show you. If you die with all the loot that I've just collected, what it does, which is quite nice, is you get what's known as a loot goblin. And the loot goblin comes and steals a small percentage of the things that you've got. So you don't completely lose at any point. And as I say, when I first started playing this, I'd lost a few times. So the loot goblin was the very important factor in the game. I definitely think though that I don't think it's overpowered, but I think it's one of the best weapons. Is definitely the ice. It definitely helps sort of power through these enemies. Yeah, it's good. Wow. Well, look at this. We're doing so well. I'm going back down because I want some of the gems that have been dropped. Let's do more piercing damage. So the projectiles now pierce the enemies. Oh, look at this. Loads of them to collect. I think I heard something drop there. The sound of something being dropped. We're into the last minute now. That was the money. It's the money being dropped. It's the sound of dropping. Let's go with more sanctuary because it's keeping me alive because it keeps them away. If they get into it, they get hurt. You get a little bit of grace time at the end of the level as well. I think it's only about sort of 5 or 10 seconds, but you get a little bit of grace time to pick up the remaining stuff that you can see on the level. If it's anything good, what was that? That was pink that I picked up there. I might have picked up my first gem of some sort. There's a belt here. Let's get this. Or maybe not. Maybe it was just an optical illusion. 15 seconds. Wow. It's throwing everything at us. It's not too bad though. We're managing okay. Alright, I've got time to collect stuff. I don't think there's anything to collect though. It's just... Yeah, the gems don't do anything for you. Well done, us. And then you get obviously your completed run elements there, what you had in the run. It's quite cool. Very cool indeed. DPS. Most DPS was the magical hammers, then the ice, which I told you. Well, no, it wasn't the ice. If only if it was the blades spinning around, level 7 blades, because of the upgrade of belt that I had. Okay, that's good. Excellent. This is all the stuff I found. That might have been the purple thing that I was talking about before. So we've got all these things. Can be bought and sold at a merchant. So let's go back now. And we'll go talk to this guy. And he can identify things, you see. Mysterious translator. He's identified all the items. Let's have a look and see what we've got. So, what I'm looking at is this. Is it any better than the thing I've got at the moment? It compares it automatically. So, I've got a hellish orb. It does damage, does weapon power. It's slightly slower with weapon attacks. You see, the other one I've got is blue with magical item. Usually, you know, the as I say, and it says wizard exclusive at the bottom as well if you look at it. So it looks pretty good, that one, actually. That may be the one, but there's something down here that looks even more interesting. Expansive Fury. Got damage, speed. It also does weapon power plus 20. That's quite impressive, actually. Let's go with that one for the moment, then we'll check it against the orb one. So actually, I've enhanced that a couple of times. I've got a bit of money as well now. I've got 1,046. It's really weird. At the bottom right-hand corner, the money is like over the screen. It's a bit weird. Right, let's compare these two. Special attack, casting speed. No, I think the one I've got is much better as an item. It's like got two little bonuses to the whole thing, weapon powers and other things, which this one doesn't. So that's the one to have, I think. That's the one to have. Right, let's look at the hat. This one here adds more life. This one, the other one regenerates health though, which is really important. Long range enemy reduced damage. I've got to admit, losing the life regeneration is, I think, a bit of a downer. So I think I say no to that one. Let's have a look at this one. Divine Horn. These have been enhanced a couple of times in comparison to the ones I've got. It gives an extra identification of items as well in the centre there. Lose piercing, lose damage, lose bless skill. No, I think I'm gonna like the one I've got at the moment, even if I can upgrade it. What's this one? Ooh, this looks interesting. Dexterity. Maybe not the one for me, but I might put that in the chest for keeping. What else have we got? That's a cloak. The one I've got at the moment is strangely better because of the enhancements on it. Recovering health as well. Shoes, boots. These have got to be better. Oh, they are, absolutely. However, to be fair, I do lose the magic find, but I get poison resistance, I get life regeneration, I get strength. Yeah, that's pretty good. Let's put those on. And let's have a little look. What else have we got in here? Do we get anything else that was worth looking at? No, I don't think so. All the rest is just basic and common stuff. So we've got all those. I'm going to drop in the loot crate. I am going to, from my bag, I am going to throw in here. There was a pair of gloves. I'm going to put them in because they are enhanced. Yeah, to level 3. So I'm going to pop them in there because if I create that next character, at least he's got some gloves. Let's see, what else we got here? Let's pop those into there as well. Ill-fated ones. The boots, let's put them in there as well. And is there anything else worth putting in there? No, there isn't. So we'll leave those alone. And as I say, we've got 1,046 has now appeared properly on the screen. So let's go see this lady here and trade all this stuff away because we really don't need it. It's just for money. Let's get the cash out of it. So if we go over to, so she's got some items in her list, not very many, nothing I'm interested in. So if I press the A button, hold it down, it allows me to sell, well, normal only, magic and below, and rare. So I'll just gonna sell everything. I've got no interest in it all. Sell all. And you can rebuy it on the other side. So if I wanted to rebuy it, I can, which is, I guess, handy. Lost is where you get the items when you lose. They appear in here. Right, let's go see this gentleman here. Quickly. I'm not going to play again, but I'm going to show you the process. So if I go over here and I find my nice new staff, and I put that in here, and I push the X button down and hold it down, it enhances it. I'm not sure what the special level option is, but we've got that there. So that's enhanced a bit. Let's enhance it again, and enhance it again. Right, let's go back over to this side, and let's find my hat, which I didn't do last time round, and let's enhance that. Let's enhance it again, and let's enhance it again. More armor every time on this particular one. And then the boots, let's pop that in there. Let's enhance these. More movement speed. Ah, bonus there. And again. And again. So we got a little bit of bonus speed in that as well. So that's pretty good. So they've enhanced along the way. Did I get some gems? No, I haven't got anything like that. I've got no gems yet. I'm guessing you can have multiple builds because I haven't unlocked it yet. But at the top of the screen, there's I, and I. Basically Roman numerals for 1, 2, 3. So I haven't got that yet, but I'm assuming we can. And you've got a full stat page if you like that kind of stuff. I like it. I like things like this. I find these really cool. I like the fact that the in this case you pick up clothing and items and you upgrade your character along the way. You've also got this one, and basically we can upgrade specific things. So in this case, intelligence, or we can vitality. I'm going to have a little look here, and I'm going to probably upgrade. Have I got enough for it? I am going to upgrade the basic attack, but I also want to go see the beggar at the bottom. So we're going to upgrade that. Looks like we have a limit to the number of things we can upgrade as well. So you doesn't seem to be limitless. Are you available to talk to? Not yet, but you are. Has fallen silent for some reason. Not sure why. Right, okay. Yeah, he's not talking to me now. Previously I could give him stuff and he was going to do something, so that's currently not available. Until I finish floor 3, this brawler won't be available, and then there seems to be 2 other characters as well. I really quite like this. I think this is a lot of fun. I genuinely do. I think that it does what it's meant to do. It's got those Diablo-esque feels to it. The graphics are nice, and it looks fun, and it plays nice. Anyway, I'm not going to play on, so what I'm going to say to you is please like and subscribe. And I'll see you next time round when I do another, indie game of some sort, probably. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye now.